Alex from Tom's Hardware. I'm at CES 2015 and I'm checking out the new Yota Phone 2. So from the front here we have what looks like to be a standard Android phone. It has a 5-inch display, 1080p IPS panel. It's running Android KitKat, and internally it has a Snapdragon 800 processor, so not the latest but still pretty powerful. 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage. The front-facing camera is 2 megapixel. The phone is very nicely made. It is plastic, but the fit and finish of the materials is very good, and it feels very nice in the hand. It's a great looking phone from the front, but the surprise is when you flip the phone over. So if you haven't heard of the Yota phone, because this is the 2nd generation, so if you flip the phone over, you actually find there's a 4.7-inch EInk display. It's 960 by 540 resolution. Now, one advantage obviously to an EInk display is that in bright sunlight it's easily readable. Most good e-readers for reading books use EInk because it's easier on the eyes as well. But EInk obviously is going to be a hugely better as far as power consumption goes. So on the back of the screen here we actually have one of these customized panels, and if you go into the front of the phone again, you can see that there are some what's called the Yota Hub, and in the Yota Hub you can customize these Yota panels that it can include, like for example widgets and settings. There's a weather widget here. You can choose what applications you want to have shortcuts to on the back of the phone, and you can add additional panels in this little application here. And there's also what they call Yota Cover, which allows you to have customized wallpaper on the back of the phone that you can have as almost like a lock screen. So if I flip the phone back over here to the EInk display, and you swipe up here to unlock it, you can see here you can move between the different customized panels. So here is a book, so I'm gonna enjoy some reading, and then I can go back and I can scroll from a different panel here. This panel here shows the battery life, and currently set to have 1 day and 6 hours of battery life estimated. And there's actually what's called Yota Energy Mode that can give you up to an additional 2 days of battery life. So if I turn on Yota Energy Mode, it actually calculates the better battery life here. And of course on the EInk display you can open up the phone to make phone calls. You can check your text messages, and you can even check your emails on the back. So there's a lot of customization here. For example, is the email display, so you can compose emails, compose SMSs, all on this EInk display, which for that kind of communication, why do you need a full color display? And then of course, when you need to use your regular, more advanced Android apps, for example, when you want to do social media and do Facebook and all those kind of things, then you can flip back to the front of the phone. Now I actually had the energy saving mode turned on, so that's why the screen actually was not as bright. So it does, as I said, mention have a 2500 milliamp battery, which you'd think wouldn't be the greatest in battery life, considering some of the newer devices come with much larger batteries. But keep in mind that A, it's a 5-inch display device, and there's been a lot of software and hardware customization according to Yota to help give it excellent battery life. Now it is, not the most powerful device, I said, because it only has Snapdragon 800, and the camera on the back is only 8 megapixel. But it does have wireless charging, it does have NFC, and lots of other nice features. Now one of the cool thing is some of the pre-included Yota apps. So for example, you can go like this and flip over to the back of the phone. Actually, let me just continue a game and turn off the front screen, flip over to the back, and I can keep myself amused without killing my battery by playing a chess game on the back of the phone. Another cool feature is what they call Yota Snap. So for example, if I go back here, and then I'm not sure if we have the internet here, so let me just go to pulling up Tom's Hardware site, and then I can go like this, and I can click on this Moto Snap, and it takes a screen capture of what you see on the Yota display, and then it appears in the back of the phone on the EInk. Now, I mean, obviously just to capture a web page is not maybe the most useful use case for this. Another example would be if I was to go into Maps. So let's say I go to Google Maps and look up, so obviously I'm in Vegas at CES, and it's found where I am at. So I do the Yota snap on the map, and it says screenshot placed on the always on display, and flip over, and there we go, there's the map. So now I can leave that on the back of my phone and keep the front of the screen off so I don't waste energy, and I can reference that Google map. Another thing that I can't show you here right now that I was demoed was, let's say you have a boarding pass for your flight. You bring up the boarding pass on the front of the phone, you do a Yota snap, bring the boarding pass to the back of the phone with the QR code, and then you can walk around for like 5-10 minutes with the EInk screen, or however long you need to be in line to get on your plane, and then scan your boarding pass, and you're not keeping the front screen on and killing your battery doing that. So the whole idea of the Yota phone is incredibly ingenious, and I actually asked if they were talking about maybe licensing this technology to anybody else, and I think they said they were open to this, and I think it would be really cool if more devices actually came with this EInk back, because it's really a very useful feature. Now, just to wrap this up, it's currently available in Europe, and it's 700 euros, so it's certainly not a cheap phone. You know, it is, as I said, a very well made device and looks very good, and obviously there is, you know, a cost to implement this technology. And at CES 2015, Yota actually announced that the phone will be coming to North America. Obviously, pricing and final availability have not been determined yet, but hopefully we'll hear more information about that soon. And I also mentioned before that this is running Android KitKat, but it's possible that by the time the phone does arrive in North America, that it could be running Lollipop. So this is Alex and Tom's Hardware. I've been checking out the Yota Phone 2, the first phone with a regular screen on the front and the EInk display on the back. And I've been here at CES, and thanks for watching.